Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Knight kicks to Curry. Nice shot from the wing. Curry's got 7. Thunder trailing by 7. And here's Freak. Last game he had 13. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Adams. Nice D from Chandler.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Curry can't get it to go.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Munoz, and the layup's good off the glass. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Phoenix leading by 5. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach for the Suns. We talked about their strategy on how to contain Russell Westbrook, and he told me that Russell's at his best in the open floor. To counteract that, they'll try to make sure they get back on defense in a hurry and limit his chances to get out in transition and start setting up his teammates or throwing down dunks. Neither is a good option for them.
Thank you, Doris. Chandler is screen. Knight kicks to left. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Len, and Shane Larkin subbed in for Curry. Here's Larkin. He's covered by Westbrook. Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Munoz. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Chandler with the steal. Here's Larkin. There's the dish to Booker. Knight wide open again. Phoenix. And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he under. Well, Jordan, a man who knows what is. And Chandler, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe, and then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Freak comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Kevin Durant. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Booker. Then there's Shane Larkin. And it's Chandler. And it's Knight in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's O'Quinn. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Freak with it. Now Chandler defending. Freak kicks to Westbrook. It's deflected. Stolen by O'Quinn. Booker inside. He's guarded by Waiter. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Suns have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
At the line for your Suns.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
Larkin hits them both. Now here's Waiters. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Houston.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
Chandler with the screen on Westbrook. Here's Larkin. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Larkin's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Dishes it to Freak. Takes it off the glass. Freak's got 4 this quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Knight into the lane. No good with the layup.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from the...
It's been a back-and-forth game so far. Some changes for Phoenix. Lenz checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Henry Sims comes in for Booker. And it's Brandon Knight in for Curry. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Freaks checked in for Serge Ibaka. Taking a look at the Thunder. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. Enes Kanter is out there with Freak. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Here's Waiters, and he jams it with authority.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Booker, he's checked in for Henry Sims. Freak with it. Len on him. Durant. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Jordan the screen. Outside Knight. Left side Jordan. Here's Len. Nice work on the board. He's paying off at the basket.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Here's Munoz. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Bledsoe kicks to Knight. He dishes it to Len. Pass to Booker. Feeds to Knight. Jordan sets the pick for Knight to the middle. Jordan the pass to Len. Excellent D there from Munoz. The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Waiters. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. A moment to check in.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's head coach address his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Curry kicks to Teletovic. And the Suns miss again.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the ball.
And Freak throws it down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Oklahoma City.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Some fantastic numbers for Knight. He has 8 points and 5 assists. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. Knight hits them both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans. And there's the 3-second violation.
Suns ball.
41 seconds left in the fourth. They set the pick. Curry attacking. Jordan dishes to Curry. Jordan trying to free himself up. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. And it's the Suns' ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Now Bledsoe. To take the lead. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Thank you for joining us.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Kevin Durant. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Pepsi Center, the site, Denver Nuggets, the home team, and today they're playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And on the topic of Dirk Nowitzki, so many great moments for him throughout his career and, of course, the title. Where is he, Shaq, in your mind, on the all-time power forward list?
Well, he's certainly the best European player to ever play the game, him and Petrovic. He's top 7 in career scoring of any player. I'm impressed that he started off like a non-superstar. First 3 years had trouble, and then he just emerged out of nowhere. Been to the finals, I think, 2 or 3 times, won one, lost one.
The Oklahoma City Thunder on the road as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Freak.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. So for Oklahoma City right now, on the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. Freak is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. From the line. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Waiters passes to Munoz. Stolen away. Gallinari against Waiters. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Moutier kicks to Gallinari. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. The Thunder leading by 5. Freak with it. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix. And Waiters has it in the corner. Here's Freak from 12 feet out. Count the bucket.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Now, Moutier, a 14-point game for him in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
They get it back.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Gallinari. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Again, Doris Burke spoke with Mike Malone. Doris?
We talked about their strategy on how to contain Russell Westbrook, and he told me that Russell's at his best in the open floor. To counteract that, they'll try to make sure they get back on defense in a hurry and limit his chances to get out in transition and start setting up his teammates or throwing down dunks. Neither is a good option for them.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The Nuggets trail. Taking a look at the Thunder. Munoz in at power forward. Payne out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Adams in at the 5. Barton dishes to Fareed. And they're on the break. Here's Payne. Finished off the break. Payne's got 6.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Fareed, a screen on Westbrook. Floats one up. Uncovered. And again, Denver no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Pass to Payne. And a wide open look for Freak. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Harris passes to Fareed. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
And the pass to Waiters. Here's Munoz. Rebound by the Nuggets. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault. and just really wore down their opponent.
And, guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Kicks it to Waiters. Pulls up. And it's Freak missing.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Moutier kicks to Fareed. Now here's Moutier. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The Nuggets with another miss. And there's 1:45 left in the first half. Here's Westbrook. He trains the quick shot. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Your Nuggets dancers.
Here's Nurkic. He's checked in for Denver. Augustine comes in for and a pretty tight.
Well, Kevin, obviously.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away. Reed's checked in for Denver. Gary Harris comes in for Barton. The Thunder also changing it up. Stola comes in for Steven Adams. And Freak subbed in for Dallenberg. Kenneth Fareed is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Moutier. And it's Harris in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And now a look at Emmanuel Moutier here. Last season's performance for him. He put up about 13 points a game last season. 6 assists and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns was a major factor. He ended with 13 points, but also put up 4 boards. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Kept alive. Out to Harris. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
Well, let's look back to last year's Nuggets while we've got a moment here, Kevin. 6th in fast break points, 7th in rebounding, and they were in the top half of the league in steals as well. Pretty impressive.
You know, the fans love their up-tempo attack, though, and they love to get out in transition. So those quick-hitting baskets really gave their offense, I thought, a boost.
George Hill's checked in for Denver. Puts it up from 12, and Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight. Thunder trailing by 5. Freak dishes to Payne. Durant the pass to Munoz. Durant kicks to Freak. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. KJ McDaniels comes in for Russell Westbrook. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Harris dishes to Gallinari. Nurkic setting the pick for Gallinari. Great D that time from Durant.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Harris outside. Shoots the 3. No good. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And it's Freak missing. Nuggets have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Hill with it. Now guarded by Payne. Hill passes to Nurkic. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Nurkic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Payne kicks to Freak. Kenneth Faried grabs the board.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
Outside Hill. Screen by Nurkic. Harris outside. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Outside Hill. To the inside. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Harris outside. 5 to shoot. Shot from 12. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Durant. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Cantor. And here's Payne. He has 6. He feeds it to Freak. For the lead. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Freak's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Now on the court, your Mario Nuggets
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. Baby.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Well, last season was pretty much a lost cause with all the injuries that the Thunder went through. When this team is healthy, however, Kenny, do you feel they should be a top contender in the West?
Oh, when they're healthy, they're one of the best. I mean, the Thunder, with their roster complete, when it's complete and they're healthy, they could contend with anyone. I think they're dominant when their core guys are there. If one or two guys are missing, they play such a vital role that it's difficult for them to sustain any kind of success.
Starting at the end of the floor.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Portland, Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Plumlee. Williams comes in for Lure. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Mills in for Lillard. And then for Oklahoma City, Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Adams. Freak comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Payne in for Dion Waiters. Taking a look at the Thunder, Munoz in at power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Payne. Then it's Dallenberg. And it's Durant in at the 3. Trailblazers trail by 3. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
It's stolen by Dallenberg. Here's Payne. Can't get it to go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Here's McCollum. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him SHH shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Here's Bellinelli, defended by Durant. The jump hook, and good. You got the English that time as it falls.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
To the left wing. Freak with it. He's against Williams. Freak kicks to Durant. 5 on the clock. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always.
Trailblazers trail by 5. The dish now to Bellinelli. The feed to Williams. And the shot counts. He's fouled. There's a chance for a... Here's Westbrook. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. John Lure's out there with Aminu. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Westbrook dishes to Freak. And a miss there on the triple.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. Goes up on the wing. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Payne. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go. Yeah.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Over to the wing. Here's Munoz. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Freak's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Nuggets in Denver.
And Kevin, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Here's Plumlee, and it's Freak with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 7. Payne passes to Waiters. Rebounded by McCollum. 1:32 left in the first half. He kicks it to Lure. Lots of room. And that one comes up a bit short.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss.
And that concludes the...
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with...
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Plumlee. Derek Williams comes in for Lure. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Mills in for Lillard. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Samuel Dalembert, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Freak comes in for Enes Kanter. KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. So for Oklahoma City right now, Munoz, he's in at the 4 spot. Dion Waiters is out there with Payne. Then it's Dalembert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Screen by Villanueva. Here's Bellinelli. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And Mills kicks to McCollum. Great tee that time from Munoz.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Payne dishes to Freak, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
A chance here, Kevin, to check out how the Trailblazers ranked in the NBA last season. 2nd in three-point field goal percentage. 4th in scoring. And they also showed up in the top 5 in getting into the passing lanes. This is a team that's elite when it comes to getting steals.
And talking about their three-point percentage, really a hallmark, I think, of successful offenses in today's NBA. And they use that shot to a devastating effect all season long.
Villanueva with a screen on Waiters. Here's Bellinelli. He's guarded by Waiters. Just 5 to shoot. And Bellinelli kicks to Villanueva. Portland again missing.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Pass to Waiters. Payne kicks to Freak. Rebound by Williams.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Shots good by Mills.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Payne, covered by Mills. Here's Munoz. Portland grabs the miss, and going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff season.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter run for the Trailblazers. Derek Williams comes in for Lure. And it's Bellinelli in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And then for Oklahoma City, Freak comes in for Cantor. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Payne. Bellinelli is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Mills. And it's Plumlee in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Lillard has been playing really well. 10 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Freak kicks to Durant. Passes it to Adams. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And the Thunder lead by 11.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And so here is Oklahoma City. And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. Freak with it. Converts on the jumper for the easy two.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan play. Russell Westbrook. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious
We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your. My actions being louder than my words. I you so, but still so down to earth. But I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. Be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then friendly, but this way I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot, been with the sauce, Chef Curry with the.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, for the Grizzlies, they're up over the 500 mark so far at 3-2 on the young season. A decent enough start, and one they're hoping to improve on with a win in tonight's contest. Fellas, just like we were saying earlier, a lot of excitement has been built around this new season. So far, it has not disappointed. Your thoughts, Shaq, on things so far?
Well, for the teams that are losing, it's been a disappointment. But for the teams that are winning, it's now about maintaining that consistency. See if you can make it to the playoffs, how far you can go in the playoffs, and, hey, maybe you can win a championship.
Well, to me, the league is just getting more and more athletic. All the off-season training.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Memphis Grizzlies. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Thunder, Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Steven Adams. Freak comes in for Enes Kanter. KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for Waiters. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Grizzlies, Dwight Howard's checked in for Gasol. Johnson comes in for Larry Nance. And McDermott subbed in for Evan Turner. So on the floor for Memphis, McDermott is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Archie Goodwin. Then it's Conley. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. Conley kicks to Johnson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Johnson. Munoz passes to McDaniels. Out left to the wing. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Munoz. It's rebounded by Memphis. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Out to the wing. Pass to Payne. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Munoz. The rebound by Johnson.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Conley dishes to Johnson. The shot misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Goodwin can't make good off the screen.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Munoz, and that one's good. Freak's got 6.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Conley kicks to Johnson. No good. Solid defense right there from Munoz. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Plenty of space. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And it's Conley penetrating. And down it goes just as the clock hit 0.
How about the timing?
And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talk. One big reason why not them is what happened on the court. Samuel Dallenberg, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Freak comes in for Kanter. Durant's checked in for Waiters. And it's McDaniels in for Payne. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Dwight Howard's checked in for Gasol. Johnson comes in for Doug McDermott. And Mike Conley subbed in for Goodwin. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Johnson. Conley out there with Turner. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Conley's shot is off.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Durant, the pass to Munoz. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Freak's got 10 points in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Inside, here's Nance, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And it's Freak missing.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
1:21 left in the first half of the game. Nance a screen to the paint, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Conley kicks to Nance, and it's off from three-point range. The Thunder leading by 4. And Westbrook, here we go. It's stolen by Nance.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Conley against Westbrook. Nance a screen. Conley kicks to Nance. It's stolen by Dallenberg. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
The Grizzlies trail by 6.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here.
Outside Conley. Got it off in time, but it's no good. That'll do it for the first.
Thank you.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side. Samuel Dallenberg. He's checked in for Steven Adams. Freak comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Payne in for Dion Waiters. Memphis also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Gasol. White comes in for Nance. And James Johnson is subbed in for Mike Conley. Munoz. He's in at the 4 spot. Payne out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant. And it's Dallenberg in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Screen by Howard. Wright outside. There's the feed to Howard. Shot clock at 3. A wide open look here for Wright. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Wright's got 6 points in the quarter.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Dallenberg, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Dallenberg's got his first 2 points of the night. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Goodwin. Passes it to Johnson for 3. That's good. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Munoz. The 17-footer goes down. Freak's got 12. Memphis leading by 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And there's the pass to Goodwin. On the wing, Turner. Johnson outside. Memphis moving it around. Here's Goodwin. And the rebound goes to Dallenberg. Dallenberg's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. It's checked in for Adams. Memphis also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Nance. Wright comes in for Doug McDermott. And Goodwin subbed in for Evan Turner. So on the floor for Memphis. Conley out there with Goodwin. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Howard. And it's Wright in at the small forward. Westbrook dishes to Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Gasol. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Well, luckily, they've got some really solid backup. You hate to see a player DQ'd, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job of replacing his production.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Cantor. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Adams' shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 14.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with them. It's a tough day so far.
Westbrook passes to Munoz. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Sloan. Off on that one. So no problem for Oklahoma City.
Kevin, what?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. Enes Kanter. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
On some chill.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is. HBK, yeah, you know how we.
on some chill. We go 0 to 100. On some chill. We go 0 to 100.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Minneapolis, where we'll see the Timberwolves going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Checking out Oklahoma City, it's been exactly the kind of start to the season that they were shooting for. They've lost only once in their first 7 games. Can't ask for much more than that. Hey, let's talk about Ricky Rubio, the Spanish playmaker. A good example, Kenny, of a guy whose impact goes beyond the stat sheet.
Sí, defensivo es muy bien, pero a little bit underrated as an offensive player as well. I was going to go the whole thing in Spanish, but
thank you for not.
You know, I am very bilingual.
We have the Thunder as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone.
Freak. Cameron Payne.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
All right, Doris, thanks.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Levine, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. Number 1, the Thunder. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
I mean, these clubs are almost a mirror image of one another in that regard. You look at the rebounding numbers, really impressive just how physically dominant they both are in the paint.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Jones. Thorpe, he checked in for Levine. And it's Ish Smith in for Ricky Rubio. Screen by Smith. Pass to Thorpe. Smith on the wing. There's the pick. Beasley, the pass to Thorpe. Clock at 6. Smith on the wing. Shoots from 14. And a wide open look for Freak. Here's Durant. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Dang, and it's blocked by Munoz. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. And the Thunder lineup. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Jones comes in for Gorgie Dang. Levine's checked in for Thorpe. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Smith. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Scola. Freak comes in for Kevin Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Kyle Singler. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for KJ McDaniels. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Beasley out there with Jones. And it's Towns. And at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Timberwolves trail by 19. And Rubio kicks to Levine. Here's Towns. Offensive rebound, and it's blocked by Adams.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Knocked away. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against the Warriors in Oakland.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
That's good.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
Westbrook kicks to Payne. Pass to Freak. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And it's Waiters at the elbow. No luck. And Minnesota now the other way. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
And you know, Greg, both would love to get the upper hand early. This game to me is psychological as much as anything. I mean, a win here provides that edge you're looking for.
Freak dishes to Adams. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. A dominating first.
Well, Kevin, it obviously...
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
What a game it's been.
Thorpe, he checked in for Michael Beasley. Freaks checked in for the Thunder. Kyle Singler comes in for Waiters. So for Oklahoma City right now, Munoz, he's in at power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Kyle Singler. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. And Singler kicks to Freak. Here's Kanter. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers played really well. He had 12 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And going back a season ago.
Timberwolves shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Ish Smith is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Towns. Then it's Gorgie Day. And it's Levine in at the 3 slot. Westbrook kicks to Waiters. Here's Munoz. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Jones checked in for Minnesota. Beasley comes in for Zach LaVine. Rubio with a screen on Waiters. Jones drives in.
It's been a strong game for Jones. 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Munoz passes to Durant. In the corner, it's Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Terrence Jones.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
And both free throws good from Freak. And here are the Timberwolves. And Rubio kicks to Jones. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. 15 points for Terrence Jones. The Thunder leading by 22. And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Munoz. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Rubio outside. Smith on the wing. Dishes it to Towns. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Munoz. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Jones has it in the corner. Smith outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Jones sets the pick for Rubio. 5 to shoot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Oklahoma City.
The mid-range that you've seen.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Towns. He kicks to Smith. There's a screen. The feed to Jones. Here's Towns. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Freak dishes to Scola. That's good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an in-seat. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Russell Westbrook. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Jones sets the pick for Smith. He dishes it to Seraphin. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Thorpe, the pass to Smith. Here's Seraphin. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. Freak with it. Seraphin's there. Freak kicks to Scola. Freak with it. Tries the hook. That's good.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Russell Westbrook.
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. You look at how.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K.
Yeah, you know how we.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your.